better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never try. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation, and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10.
Hey.
Something for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip.
This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready, lady. Watch the screen. Easy alert. Watch the screen. Show it up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Set. Get a 20. Mark 27. Watch the 50-50. Like 7.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. That right there, a good preview of the matchup we intend to watch closely here in this wild card game.
And it's going to go throughout the game, but let's face it, you just mentioned it, wild card. We're just starting the playoffs. If you didn't run your number one guy on their number one guy throughout the season, you do it now. The playoffs have begun, best on best.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Here's Stafford. This is caught. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the 4-yard line. 180. 53 is the mark. Check. 22.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Go. 280. Kill.
Stop your body.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 81 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go. 120. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Here we go.
Now Wentz on third down. And he connects with Ertz. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 34-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Eagles 7, Lions 6.
Go. 280. Let's get this. Force Tokyo.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Come on now. Let's go.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Go. Choose it.
From the 22, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Bravo.
Let's get it. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay 73 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
On 1st down, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight. Great 57. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 51 the mic, boys.
Again, it's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I got it. Undercut. Lefty. 81.
Trying to to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Waiting.
Shotgun now for Wentz. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. On the return, here's Agnew. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. On 1st and 10, Stafford looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Go. Ready! Get that quarterback, D-line! 5-9. D-line, get that quarterback!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 72 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the lead at intermission, not by much, but they had it, just lost it. Now they're looking to regain it.
And they don't have to get it back in one fell swoop. That's the beauty of this. Still plenty of time left to play. Just because they lost the lead doesn't mean they can't get it back. Run their offense, run the things that they believe work well for them, and they've still got a chance to win this game.
Still plenty of time. We'll see how they handle it. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Stafford on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch out. Hey, motion.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wentz to throw. Left side here to Sanders. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And this is caught by Watkins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 35-yard line.
Go. Waiting.
Another run with Sanders. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure You don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, 5-2, come here. Check 4, check 4. Lefty, lefty.
This is Grant. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Out, out. Black, come on. Left 3. Chopper. Here, I need one over here. Man 5-7. 5.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 120.
On first down, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Great 15.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's find 7. Mike 40. Get in the weight room. Mike, exit. 40. All day, every day, any day.
Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! 951.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set. 180. 21. 36.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Sanders. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 3, check 3. Check 25. 87. Here, shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, D. Yes. 51's the mic. Push him. Push him back. Mike. 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Here's Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. For it with Sanders. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They begin the drive with Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Johnson. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this